I hate that especially young people think that they hold the planet in their hands. Our planet has had super volcanoes, mega tsunamis from impacts whizzing in. It's gone through big solar events, polar reversals, supercontinents coming together and breaking apart. A little bit of CO2 and some plastic bags in the ocean isn't going to disrupt the entire planet. It doesn't mean we shouldn't clean that stuff up and be, good stewards of the planet. It is the only planet we know of that hosts life. And so I definitely am a proponent, especially a father of two young kids, of protecting the planet. But this idea that it's so fragile and that any changes we have are going to send us in a tipping point. How can you answer that question? I approach it from my geology background, and I say, well, let's look at the geologic record. If we know that there's been some sort of state changes in the geologic record, let's look at those and figure those out. Well, one tipping point, for example, that they like to harp on is that if the polar sea caps melt, and the AMOC would be part of this, the albedo would change dramatically, and now more solar radiation would be absorbed because the ice is white, the oceans are dark blue, so they absorb much more radiation than the ice reflects, and we would go into a runaway greenhouse, and we would be Venus in some amount of years, right? Well, I can look at the geologic record, and for example, the last 550 million years, that's what we call the Phanerozoic eon, we were predominantly ice free. So the vast majority of that time period, we didn't have ice at the caps. We call the current time period an ice age.